What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we have episode number 2 of F1 2016 Mobile Career Mode, and today we're going to be here for the Bahrain Grand Prix in Season 1. On screen now is some gameplay of the opening episode in Australia, so be sure to go check that out if you haven't seen it already. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say from me, so without further ado, let's just dive straight into the race here in Bahrain.
Welcome to Sakhir for the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. We hope you're ready for an exciting evening's action.
So let's go racing here in Bahrain from P7 on the grid, revving up to 5 red lights here in the desert. And we're underway here at the Bahrain Grand Prix, and it's a great start from us. Certainly compared to the two Ferraris, Raikkonen and Sebastian Vettel on the inside. We're already ahead of both of them, and there's Massa up the inside. There's space on the outside line here for us. We need to hold it round the outside. There's a little bit of contact there, but we're through. We're up into P3 after the start. What on earth has happened there? We just found all the space on the outside, and now we're 3 wide with Felipe Massa and Daniel Ricciardo. The two Mercedes is always racing away into the distance. I need to leave room there, but I get shunted out wide by Max Verstappen as well, who comes back at his teammate. Ricciardo's gone off the track. I need to let the Red Bull have that place back, and Raikkonen then incredibly over aggressive with me there. Massa goes off the track. He tanks into the back of the Ferrari. I'm going to let Raikkonen go and have the space for now. But the two Red Bulls still side by side on the opening lap. We're up in P6, looking to try and make the move here on Kimi Raikkonen down in the steep left-hander down into turn 10. Ricciardo goes wide, and I've gone into the back of the Scarlet Ferrari. But now I've got a great run out of turn 10, and here we're going to go side by side with Raikkonen, and we might look to try and send it on Max Verstappen here in turn 11. Yes, we do, up the inside of both of them, and we're back up into P4. Oh, I need a breather after that start. That was absolutely frantic. And now we've got the Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo in front of us. So it's been a fantastic start here in Bahrain on the super soft tyres. And now we're in potentially a position for a podium. In terms of aero-wise, I've gone for a relatively balanced setup today. But Ricciardo goes a little bit wide there. I've accidentally gone into the back of him. Tyre wear already starting to kick in on lap number 4. Ricciardo's going to keep the place for now. But there goes my teammate, Sergio Perez. So it's as it stands. We've got lots of points on the board for Force India. Need to let them both have that space, but they both go off the track, and we're elevated into P3. What is going on with this race so far today? This is absolutely ridiculous. But this is now the end of lap number 5, and I'm actually going to pit in for an undercut. They are the two Mercedes just in front of me, but I don't want to stay out any longer on these worn tyres. Again, obviously the tyre wear is absolutely non-existent here in Bahrain, so in we come to the pit lane. There's my aerodynamic setup. Again, I've gone for a relatively balanced setup with slightly more in terms of the top speed, because Bahrain is a power circuit, and we're going to be going for an aggressive 2-stop strategy today. So we're going to switch on to a set of softs, and then depending on the tyre wear for our third stint at the end of the race, we'll bolt on a super soft set or another soft set, as I said, depending on the tyre wear. But where we're going to come out of the pit lane, it looks as if we're in P9 maybe as we come out of the pit lane. I think we're in P9 anyway. The auto cue there just slowing me down for some reason, and then we've got Felipe Massa on the outside. Okay, so we've actually done really well to be able to come out of the pit lane in P9, so I'm fairly confident we can get our first point of the series here today. But again, we are going to need to have lots of good speed, because we're on an aggressive 2-stop strategy, making an extra pit stop. We're going to need to drive quicker and make sure we can maybe set some purple laps. And let's just see, obviously some more cars actually pitted at the end of the previous lap, so in the end I went a lap later, but I'm so glad to have got those super softs off as I go a little bit wide there. And now we've caught up to Pascal Wehrlein in the manor at the end of the lap. I believe he's still yet to make a pit stop, but there he goes. The AI have some sort of glitch where they always go wide into the last corner. Anyway, that looks like both Renaults coming into the pit lane, so that should elevate me at least into P6 there. And there's even more cars in the pit lane, so we might even be higher than that. And this is Felipe Nasr looking to make the same move on the very next lap. So you look at Nasr in a Sauber in the top 5. I'm fairly sure he's going to be peeling into the pit lane at the end of this lap. But don't forget, by we get to the start of lap 9, we are leading the race. Both Mercedes, Hamilton and Rosberg have made their pit stops. And I'm actually having to drive really slowly because my tyres have already gone off. Jeff has already said to me that we're experiencing some tyre wear, and look on the mini-map in the middle of your screen at the top, that is Lewis Hamilton right behind me as I've gone deep there into turn 8 or 9 I believe that is. So it's probably only a matter of time before we get overtaken by the Mercs. And there we go then on the back straight. It is indeed Lewis Hamilton who sails around the outside of us. I'm not even going to try and bother fighting a Mercedes because, you know, they're just on a totally different strategy and that would be silly. And by the time we get to the start-finish straight, there goes Nico Rosberg as well. So there we go, both Mercedes have overtaken us. So now we're going to just wait for our second pit stop, I guess. So we're into the pit lane for the second and final time now at the end of lap number 10. I'm actually going to go for another set of soft tyres just because I don't want to experience any tyre wear or as little tyre wear as possible during my final stint, and that means I'll hopefully be able to push like a madman to the end and hopefully, you know, be able to salvage some decent points from this race. But it looks as if some cars are actually going past us there, P10, P11. Okay, so we're probably going to have some work to do. We're going to be outside the points and we're going to come out side by side with our teammates. Sergio Perez, he's just gone through. That's Magnussen who's gone through now. Okay, so we're in P13, so we have got some work to do. However, hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult for us to make up these places, as I think we're pretty quick around here, and obviously we're on fresh tyres. We just see a quick time lapse of me getting past Magnussen and my teammate Sergio Perez. A lovely little switchback dive bomb there. And that other car we got past was Haryanto, who's actually a back marker in this race. So yeah, we're already starting to lap some cars, which is interesting. Next up on the agenda is Valtteri Bottas and Daniel Ricciardo, interestingly, all the way down in P9. So I'm not sure what's happened to the Red Bull team, as we look now to try and steal an extra 2 points away from Felipe Nasr and Sauber. That'd be very precious for them, but it's even more precious for us because we didn't score last time round. And next up, the Ferrari of four-time world champion Sebastian Vettel, a master of Bahrain. Obviously he won here in 2018 and 2019 for the Scarlet team. However, obviously this is before then, so we're going to pretend that's not happened and just say he's a master of this place and leave it at that. But anyway, like all the AI, he's certainly not a master of turn 11. That one and the final corner, the AI always seem to go wide there. So there's another one, bites the dust, and we're up into P6. And next on the hit list is the Renault of Jolyon Palmer, flying high in P5 here for Renault. That would be some very valuable points for them, I'm sure. But again, it's very predictable what's going to happen here. Turn 11, Palmer's going to go wide and he's going to hand me 10 points. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you, Jolyon. I'll buy you a beer after the race for letting me through so kindly. And now, Max Verstappen in 21st place. He goes way off the track there. I don't know if that was to let me by. But either way, we're through without any issues. I don't know what must have happened to Red Bull. They've just collapsed in this Grand Prix. But now this is where it's going to get very spicy. We are on to the final lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix, and still we are in hot pursuit now of Kimi Raikkonen and the Ferrari. This is the fight for P4 and it's going all the way down to the last lap. So the Scarlet Ferrari still ahead of us for the time being, but we want to change that as quickly as we possibly can. Up towards turn 4, Raikkonen still sticking to the racing line. It might be difficult to try and get past the experienced Finn, and don't forget the Ferrari is a better car than the Force India, but Raikkonen goes off the track there, mounts the curb, and there we go. We're going to sneak down the inside, pick up the racing line. A little bit of contact made there, but we're going to hang it round the outside of turn 8, and as it stands we're up into P4. And look at, in the top left of your screen, Esteban Gutierrez has gone from P17 to P3. He's on target to get his first podium in Formula 1, has his first podium, but Raikkonen's coming back at us here down towards turn 11. Raikkonen rudely ejects me from my position in P4 and barges me right off the racing line there. Lewis Hamilton makes it 2 from 2. He wins in Bahrain once again, but this battle might just have slipped out of our fingers versus Kimi Raikkonen. He's got a little bit of ground, but don't forget the AI are hopefully going to go wide into the last corner. Let's hope that. He didn't go wide at turn 11, so if we get a good exit out of here, Raikkonen's gone wide. I go a little bit wide myself, but we're going to get him back. So in the end, it's not going to be P5. P5. It's going to be a fantastic P4 at the Bahrain Grand Prix. That was a manic race. I'm so happy with that. What a brilliant result. Wow, P4, what a race. Hamilton, Rosberg, Gutierrez is your podium. Palmer scores points. And Red Bull, well, they just collapsed. In the end, so did my teammate, Sergio Perez. He finished down in P19. I hope the team didn't put him on a poor strategy. Double points for Renault. We move up to P7 in the driver's standings. Gutierrez up to 4th. Hamilton and Rosberg still running clear. And Raikkonen is in 3rd after his 3rd place in Melbourne and his 4th place today. And in the constructors, Sahara Force India, well, we're doing okay. We are in P4, level on points with Williams. Mercedes are already over 50 points clear ahead of Ferrari, and Haas move up to 5th with Gutierrez's podium today. Red Bull only P6, but Verstappen is yet to score points. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Please be sure to leave a like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed that manic episode of F1 2016 Mobile. Be sure to look out for my Monoposto driver career mode and also episode 3 of F1 2016, both which will be uploaded in a few days time. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and join my Discord, both links in the description below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.